Hello and welcome to the Longines Global Champions Tour here for the London leg 11 of the series this year, and it brings us to the beautiful Syon Park. It is the London home of the Duke of Northumberland. An absolutely stunning setting for the sport in the third year that the Longines Global Champions Tour makes its way to London. And the winner last year and two-time champion of the series so far joins me in Scott Brash. Scott, an amazing setting for the sport and for Be Hearing this week as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful place, Syon Park, and yeah, it's great that the tour can come back on British soil and let the British public witness and experience what the global tour is all about. So it's great to be here.
Well, other settings that we've seen this year, you've been winner at 3 of them now, from Miami, Monaco, Estoril. Unprecedented 3 wins so far. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's we're in a good place. The horses are jumping great, and yeah, it'd be great to go well this week in front of our home crowd. But yeah, I'm happy with the way the league's going at the minute, and we'll keep trying to beat Luciana.
Like I say, just 3 points between you and Luciana. This actually really is a key pivotal point in the series.
Yeah, it is. She's been going very well on the tour, so yeah, she's tough to beat, but we're in good shape, and as long as my horses keep jumping well and I keep continue doing what we're doing, then hopefully we'll be thereabouts in the end.
And has closing the gap changed your strategy for coming here, or is it all laid out long before now?
I don't know. I think the strategy can change week to week. It just does depends how your horses are feeling and what programme you've got for each horse. But yeah, I'm very happy with where we're at the minute, and I have Sanctos here. He feels in really good form, so we're hoping to go well this week.
Well, I mean, Sanctos, unbelievable horse and record, and just looking down since that gold medal in 2012, 9 Grand Prix wins from that point of, huge Grand Prix wins throughout. I mean, a hugely consistent horse. Yeah,
he's incredible. He's probably got to be the best horse in time. That is, for the amount of times he jumps, the amount of times he wins, is just incredible, and I don't think there's another horse that can come close to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a privilege to have and privileged to be riding and working with, and yeah, our team is very lucky to have him.
And the consistency is unbelievable with the horses. So 8 times in the top 10 out of 9 Grand Prix this season. I mean, it's just been unbelievable, and each time up there right in the top few. It must give you great confidence going in like that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you know, he's more than capable of doing it, and I must say he seems to be getting better with age, and yeah, I mean, he feels better now than he ever has, so it's a nice feeling to have.
And you topping the Longines world rankings as #1. I mean, 16 successive weeks there, just missing out on the record, back there as world #1. How much pressure do you feel to keep hold of that?
I think you just got to continue doing your job, continue doing what you think is right for each horse, and if your management's right and your horses are good enough and everyone's working well enough, then the results come. And we have a great team behind us, we have great horses, great owners, so that's why we're there and have stayed there for a long period of time.
But if anyone thinks you, if you like, get above your station, I mean, you quite often still drive the truck with the horses, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. But no, it's nice. I like doing it, and I like being with the horses.
How do you keep yourself grounded? I mean, who are the influences around you that say, okay, you're world #1 in your sport, and you've done everything you've done, but you need to get back in there and stay on the ground with it?
I guess it comes through your upbringing, and my family have been great for me, and they've always kept me well grounded, and it's nice. I'm very grateful for my upbringing, and my owners are also great. They're always, whenever we win something, it's like, right, what are we going to do next, you know? So it's great to have those people behind you.
I mean, it's only 5 years since your first British team debut. I mean, 29 years of age now. To come as far as you've come, did you think you'd ever do that? Was that ever in the forethought, you know, looking ahead?
No, it's always what I dreamed of doing, but no, I mean to sit 5 years ago and say this would all have happened in the next 5 years, you would, I definitely wouldn't have believed anyone. So no, it's greater achievement so far.
And coming through from there, I mean, you mentioned family there, Father Stanley. I mean, the days of sitting at Peebles High School, you know, what advice did he give you coming through in the early stages?
I think he was just always there for me if anything ever went wrong, and yeah, I'm glad I'm good at something because I wasn't that good at school. So, but no, it's always what I dream of doing. Even back at school, sitting in the classroom, I'd always be staring out the window, wanting to get back to the horses and ride them straight after school. So I was always like that. It was always in me. And but yeah, as I said, my family's been great behind me, and I've had some wonderful people along the way.
And I mean, your father's still very much involved, although you're a bit further apart now because you've moved down to Sussex, haven't you, in the south of England? Yeah,
I've moved, and yeah, it makes life a lot easier for the horses. It's a lot less travelling. Instead of 10 hours to the boat and the crossing, it's an hour and a half, so it makes life a lot easier for them. And yeah, I'm happy there. The facilities are fantastic, and it's great. It's great being away from your family, but I think for the horses it's the best for them, and that is why I moved.
And in terms of travel now, I mean, there's so many, it sounds glamorous destinations all the time, and they very much are, but it's balancing that, as you say, not seeing family so often. How do you balance that all up?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard sport. We're always travelling one way or another, on a plane or on a train or on a boat or whatever. So yeah, a lot of logistics go on behind the scenes to get the horses to each and every venue. A lot of hard work goes in, and yeah, it's non-stop. The calendar is very full now.
Who do you count as your big influences now in terms of riding and those that you watch?
I think it'd be unfair to single out a couple of people. I watch a lot of different riders, and I think all of them are fantastic in different aspects of what they do in their management or their riding skills or their business heads or whatever. So yeah, there's many people I look up to, and still yeah, you can never stop learning.
I mean, you've been described as going into big competitions as well as having ice in your veins, and I know you said yourself you like the pressure, but how much of that is enjoying the pressure? How much of it drives your adrenaline, and how much do you really feel nervous?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel nervous riding. I can feel nervous at other things, but not riding, so that helps. And yeah, I don't know, I guess pressure probably brings out the best in me, because I feel I have to concentrate more and be 100% focused on what I'm doing, and I think it probably helps bring the best out of me. And yeah, I guess that's just either in you or not.
But have you always had that kind of focus? I mean, we talked about you as a teenager and so forth, and when you were riding, have you always been like that, or has that developed?
I think it's probably developed, but I think even in the pony days, they always used me last in the team because I could probably handle it a bit better than some others. So yeah, but I guess it has improved over the years also. How
do you get to that focused point? How do you get into that zone, as many would call it?
I'm not really sure, actually. I don't know. I just try and stay really focused on the course and how I see the horse should be ridden throughout the course, and what strides I should do here or whatever, but also on feeling what the horse is doing. Sometimes your first plan doesn't always happen. Sometimes you have to make adjustments throughout a course or whatever on what you're feeling with your horse. But I guess it's just being as in tune with your horse as possible, and doing what you think's best for the horse throughout the course.
And who do you turn to when it goes wrong? When you've had a really bad day?
Yeah, I'd be my hardest own critic. I would be, if something didn't go right, I'd be tough on myself. There'd probably be no one harder on me. So yeah, I guess me really.
Good.
You're quite tough when you get back and, you know, bash around in the kitchen and all the rest of it.
Yeah, maybe not the kitchen, but yeah.
And looking ahead for all that you've achieved in the season coming up, of course, it's very close with that race. I mean, you really do want to grab that third title.
Yeah, I'd absolutely love to. Yeah, and I think the horses I have and the team I have, I think it's definitely doable. And yeah, I'd love to win the title again.
And home crowd here in London, a chance to go back to back here with the London leg.
Yeah, they're amazing, the crowd, my home crowd, and the noise they make when we go in and out the ring is incredible, and it's a lovely feeling to ride in front of them.
Well, good luck this week. Olympic gold, European gold, 2-time champion, could be 3-time by the end of the year. We'll wait and see.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us, Scott Brash, here on the Longines Global Champions Tour here in London. We look forward to seeing him in action, and all the best in the world.